Oh my God, everyone, we need to cancel New Year's Eve parties. After all, Omicron is here and there are 200,000 new cases. Yeah, not a chance in hell, Fauci. And salutations, my lovely little lunatics. It's me, friendly and psychopath insanity, here with my co-host Bob. Hello. And I hope all of you had a Merry Christmas and good holidays. And we're coming up on the new year.
Do you think it'll be any different from last year?
No, not really much. Well, for us it may be, but anywho. Before we start this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And also follow us for more insane news. Also follow us on Locals,
Rumble,
Minds,
and Bastion.
So, as I said, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and good Happy Holidays, whatever you may celebrate. But, it got pretty weird.
Oh yeah, especially because people are like, don't go see your loved ones. Evil Omicron.
But of course, as we all know, it's hilarious. But basically now, I think there's been one confirmed death from Omicron, but really it's just a bad cold.
Yeah, it reminds me of almost like a not as bad flu.
Pretty much at this point in time. Like, I mean, right now, the CDC says that this is less detrimental to a child's health than the flu.
And yet they're still pushing vaccines.
Of course they are. Anywho, but now, as we all said, things got weird. And now, because the whole thing about Christmas didn't really work for people with common sense about, you must not go see your family. Well, even some of the crazies actually went and saw their family.
In weird ways.
What we're going to do is we're going to look at that video first. Whoops. Quiet, you fan. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. I should turn it off in a second. But anywho, so let's just jump right into it. Look at the hilarity. Okay. From the Daily Mail. Merry Christmas, COVID. Families share the very unusual ways they let Omicron-positive family members join in the festivities. Now, I can slightly understand this because, yeah, if you get Omicron, it is extremely...
It's extremely infective.
Yes, or infectious. There we go. That's the word. But this is really dystopian. And but at the same time, I'm glad even these crazy people were at least allowed to come see their families.
Maybe they aren't good families, and maybe you really shouldn't hang out with them.
Maybe not. We'll take a look and see. Oh, it's good. A series of American families took to TikTok.
You know TikTok's the #1 viewed site around the world now.
Yep, been overtaken by Google.
Terrifying.
It is. Over the holiday weekend and document the creative ways they kept infected family members isolated. Popular methods of keeping other family members safe included placing those infected in isolation boxes, bubble wrapping homes, or wearing masks.
I'm fine with the wearing mask bit, but isolation boxes and bubble wrapping homes.
Yes, these people are weird. Even by our standards. Families also ensured safety by keeping family members in other rooms or at reasonable distance to prevent a house-wide spread. See, that's not too bad. Social distance. Okay, you've got the sickness, social distance. The CCP19 infected holiday season comes amid the surge in positive cases, the presence of the new Omicron variant. But once again, no deaths. So, continuing on, let's just take a look at these. So right now, America has now recorded 51.8 million CCP19 cases and close to 117,000 deaths.
They don't mention Omicron with that.
They do not. Well, they mentioned it. With New York smashing its prior case records as Omicron surges. Once again, they're not talking about deaths. They're talking about deaths overall now because it's not that deadly and they have to keep the fear up. But let's take a look.
So she's in that's a tanning station.
Yes, that is. But the problem is, hopefully there are holes so that she can get oxygen in. Another one. When your brothers make it possible for you to join on the Christmas festivities. It's very disturbing. Oh, does that say? Yeah, COVID Christmas hut of shame. I can understand maybe if that's the way you all joke, but I mean, come on, that's pretty douchebaggery. No, go away, you garbage. This is pretty bad, though. She's in a tiny isolation bubble, sitting on a chair. Isolated bubble and wearing a mask. You're in the bubble. You don't need to wear the mask. You're already going to have enough hard time breathing. But yeah, I mean, just look at this. This is beyond. This is wrong. This is just wrong looking. See, this is fine. This is fine. Other measures included wearing masks and even wrapping up entire homes in plastic wrap.
It really is weird.
It is. But at the same time, it looks like it's not going anywhere because now we must turn to New Year's Eve. What? Go away, brave thing. From the Daily Mail, cancel your New Year's Eve's party plans, says Fauci as he advocates for vaccine passports for domestic flights. U.S. records 200,000 new CCP19 cases every day, the highest 7-day average since January 19th. Ooh, my birthday. But yeah, no, okay, there are new cases. It's endemic. It's never going away. You cannot push for vaccine passports for something that is now basically the flu. Or just a common cold, a bad cold. You can't do this. But they're trying because they have nothing else.
Which is exactly why they're going to be stomped out come 2022.
Oh yeah, I imagine. Because once again, they have nothing other, they're not saying anything. Oh, best thing about it, that whole thing, well, the main reason a lot of people my age voted for Biden was to have their college loan debt taken away. Well, it's starting again back in February.
Oh, they were so stupid.
They actually believed that a career politician, a terrible individual, would hold by his law, would hold by what he said while he was campaigning. He was campaigning. He was saying whatever to get your vote. And basically, he was unelected. Trump was unelected. He was... Oh, it hurts my brain so much. Anyways, so continuing on. Cases in the U.S. have jumped by nearly 70% over the past 2 weeks. Once again, talking nothing about deaths. And Dr. Anthony Fauci, or as he likes to call himself, the science, fears the situation will worsen in the coming weeks. But once again, we all know they won't follow these. They will not heed their own warning. They'll go do whatever they want because they know it's not that bad.
Just like how they buy beachfront property despite saying that, oh God, the waters will rise and destroy everything.
Yeah. Watch what they do, not listen to what they say. The nation's top infectious disease experts warned that the U.S. could reach up to 500,000 new cases every day if cases continue to grow. So good, herd immunity. We'll finally get that herd immunity they so kept changing the numbers on. Continuing on, both hospitalizations and deaths have remained steady in recent weeks. What are these deaths about? I don't know. Continuing on. Not rising at the same pace as... Oh, hospitalization, of course. Yeah, because it's not that bad. Sure, if you get it, it sucks. But the likelihood that you are going to need to be hospitalized and die from this is much lower. Continuing on. Not rising the same pace as cases. The U.S. has suffered a testing shortage in recent weeks after a surge for them ahead of the Christmas holiday. Yeah, of course. It's like everyone wants to get around each other, so of course you're going to need to test, and then of course that brings a shortage on it. In the UK, some fear Prime Minister Boris Johnson may institute lockdowns in New Year as cases in the country continue to grow, which, yeah, once again, thank God I live in good old Texas.
Yeah, that's never coming back.
Nope. Fauci warns that the U.S. will suffer a similar fate to their peers across the pond, though just 2 or 3 weeks behind. No, yeah, okay. Case is going to continue to go up. You can go screw yourself. There's a reason why states like New York and California are all of a sudden having population drops suddenly. In places like Texas and Florida, we have more people than we did last year for some odd reason.
Yeah, hopefully they're not the lefty retards.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully they stay there and continue to watch everything be destroyed. So, continuing on. Lockdowns have returned in Germany.
Ah, yes, the goose stepping. That was actually pretty disturbing.
It was! And could be around the corner in France as well as the nation struggles with record cases. Once again, record cases. Deaths, we don't know. At least, actually, we do know because they can't really, there's been very few. South Africa seems to have controlled its CCP19 situation with hospitalizations and new cases decreasing last week. Yes, they got hit with a massive spike of it. A lot of people got it, and now it's going down. It hit, it happened, they move on. So, yeah. But, yeah. Americans have been told by President Joe Biden's CCP19 czar, Dr. Anthony Fauci, to cancel big parties as the Omicron variant tears across the nation. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's be really honest. People don't care anymore.
No, they don't.
No one I talk to cares. People in other states I talk to, they don't care anymore. A good portion of America is done with this. Omicron just proved this is endemic. They're already talking, there's places that a third jab is now standard.
It's no longer a booster?
No, the fourth one's the booster, and they want even more. They want to make the fourth one then. You're not vaccinated unless you've had all 4 jabs.
Yeah, no, people are done with this.
Yeah, I'm going to be completely honest. Take care of yourself. If you're not feeling well, go to a doctor. Stay home. Don't be a douchebag and go spread this around. But at the same time, if you get it, even people with comorbidities now, just because Omicron is just a really bad cold. It's, at this point, live your lives. And, hey, you want to be like those people in those Christmas pictures? You want to be in the bubble? Fine. But even those people are now no, nothing's going to stop me from seeing my family. Oh, I'm sick. I still want to go see my family. And they took precautions. That's the whole thing. That's, I think, one of my biggest things is, I take precautions now. Before maybe I always used to I didn't always wash my hands when coming home from the grocery store or whatnot before picking up food and all that stuff. But now I do. So I have that little bottle of sanitizer in my car, and that's about it. That's all that's needed. Just use common sense. And this has kind of pushed it on us now that, it's like before I didn't do it that much. Now I do it a little bit more, just the thought process. But I don't sit there. I don't wear my mask in my car. I don't even wear a mask anymore. Because there's just no reason to. If I get sick with Omicron, because that's the one that's spreading like crazy. And if I get that, then natural immunity for some time, which seems at partial times to be lasting longer than these vaccines. Once again, you gotta go talk to your doctor. Be smart, have common sense, and I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and are gonna have one hell of a New Year's Eve. But that'll be the end of this video. If you like this video, then shake the like button and subscribe for more.
Insanity.
And I will see you all later. Bye, different.
Buzzers.